NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the second leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Deutsche Bank Championship. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. We're at the TPC Boston in Massachusetts. Frank, this is a really good-looking golf course.
Fun golf course too, Rich. Starts off with a relatively soft par 4, not very long, and then, of course, the fourth hole. Remember that on TV. It's a drivable par 4. 5, really, this beautiful dogleg left par 4. I think it's one of the prettiest holes on the golf course. Reminds me of Sunningdale in England. 7's a par 5. 2 good hits, you might better get home. Don't talk about the ninth to Phil Mickelson. Never really likes the hole at all. So made a mess of it over the years. Good finish there at 18, but really, if you want to look at maybe a tough stretch in the back nine, 13, 14. If you make a couple of pars through there, then you've done well.
But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
Good contact, good result. Frank, the FedEx Cup playoffs have become so big, so important, and TPC Boston hosting one of those playoff events.
And a chance to get some momentum, too. You've just come off Barclays, so if you can start to string together a couple of good weeks in a row, you'll more than guarantee a start at the Tour Championship.
Vijay Singh, Charlie Hoffman, and Big Henrik Stenson, they all have one thing in common. They all tied for the low tournament score at TPC Boston, 22 under.
And they're all good. Yeah, this is a golf course that obviously gives in to the longer hitters. And if there's just a little bit of sting taken out of the greens, then these long hitters have a huge advantage.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Settles in over the putt. Frank, you can see by the reaction, it has been that kind of week. Just a few too many pars. Frank, like all TPC golf courses, TPC Boston has the fan in mind. So you see those mounds throughout the golf course that gives people a chance to just sit, relax, and watch some golf. And there's a nice shady spot on the hill behind the 11th.
Yeah, that's just before the 12th tee, and you really do get a look at the tee shots coming in 11, as well as the little undulations and contours on that massive green.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are, because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Perfect, and in the hole. What a shot. Frank, the 12th looks to be a pretty straightforward par 4.
Just bends to the left. There's a big sort of crop of mounds on that right side. If you can just go a little left of those, you get a nice kick forward.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Frank, that is position A.
Yeah, the tee shot was like silk, Rich. I mean, just sets up that second shot so beautifully.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Well, that's how it's done. The approach shot is within 10 feet. Another good look. This one just requires a little bit of focus. You get the sense now with that birdie that our young star, so explosive, is setting himself up for a big weekend run. Coverage continues at EA Sports. Let's go out now to our featured golfer at the 13th. An important stretch of holes coming up here late in the first round. What are some keys to finishing the first round strong?
Once again, putting that ball in play, because if you can add 1 or 2 more birdies to this scorecard, it's going to look great at the end of the day.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
Good swing, good shot yet again. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
All things pointed to a good week. They're very important right now.
Playing some good golf. Frank, the 14th, a shortish 495-yard hole.
Only because it's downhill. If you can get that ball running down the fairway, then it certainly sets up a good second shot into this stout par 4.
Just busted that. 325 yards in the fairway. Second shot coming up here at the par 5. That is just an outstanding shot right there. And now a chance for an eagle. Been pretty good all day from this distance. Just trying to hold on. Maybe there is a chance for the green. That eagle moving the player into the top 10.
Just when we're focused at the top of the leaderboard, there's a lot of movement there in the middle of the field.
So one round in the books, a lot to chew on here.
There is. This is going to be a tough championship to pull away. The standard of golf, especially that first page of the leaderboard, excellent golf.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the second leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today it's live second round coverage of the Deutsche Bank Championship. This one looks right on point. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. Has it? Got a 7 under for the tournament. 12th hole now, looking at 461 yards on this par 4.
It doesn't look like there's much trouble off the tee, and that's because the trouble's with the second shot. That has it to the right of the screen.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Had a birdie here yesterday in there close. Great opportunity for another one. See if he can get something going here. 2 straight birdies. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
So a tester from 4 feet. They'll take it. That's a par. And another par 4 here at the 13th TPC Boston.
This is a slugger's paradise. Plays much longer than its 450 yards uphill. Big carry with the tee shot. That second shot's not exactly short either. I'm loving that balance.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
That will be a great look at birdie. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Just continuing to play some really good golf. 8 under par for the championship. Frank, the 14th, this is a dogleg left, 495 yards. Another case where the driver will set everything up.
But you have to avoid those mounds on the left. They'll just snag your ball.
Nothing to argue about there, right in the fairway. This requires a good swing, 200 yards to the hole location. Frank, you've been around this game for a pretty long time. Are players, in fact, more athletic today than they were, say, 20, 25 years ago?
There's no question, Rich, they are. That we've borrowed from other sports. If you can't make the player better, you can make them more athletic. And in the end, you're still making the golfer better.
Appears to be tracking well. Frank, that is how it's done.
Yeah, take a gross of those. That is a lesson in itself.
And now a chance for eagle. Always love to hear the sound of the front of the cup. Settled over the ball here at the 15th for 21 yards on this par 4.
Uphill, you can see everything that you have to avoid. Find the green grass in between.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Well, that's how you play the game. Right there. Will make birdie if this drops.
That birdie has to feel even better, Rich, with everything so tight at the top.
Right in the middle of a Donnybrook at this point. So all the scores have been posted for round number 2, and look who is on top of the leaderboard, Frank.
Yeah, with 2 very solid rounds of golf. Key right now, just stay out of your own way and keep it up. The pressure will start to build. We know that as you get closer to the end of this tournament.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the second leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Deutsche Bank Championship. So the action is underway, and we'll take you out now to our featured golfer here at number 1. Warm-ups are done. First 2 rounds in the book. And Frank, this is where careers are made, on the weekends at these kinds of championships.
This is also what you hope for, too, in professional golf. You know you've got your good stuff. We've seen that through the first 2 days. Put yourself in a great position. Just 36 holes to go. You're looking at that first hole and what the weekend might unfold. That's the beauty of this game.
Frank, they renovated the par 5 second back in 2010. What'd they do to the hole, and how does it play now?
Well, they changed the green, especially the left side. There's a huge mound there now. It's still a driver off the tee, but before you could bail out on the left side, you can't bail out anymore. It's a devilish of a chip over that mound.
Those chocolate drop mounds give the course a really nice look.
Yeah, they just pop, and you can see them, and you know that they're problematic.
That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards. And this is looking really good. Couldn't have done much better than that. Eagle is very possible. Frank, how rare would this be if this putt drops?
Well, this is I'd like to say once in a lifetime, but on the odd occasion we do see back-to-back eagles. But it certainly is something to watch.
Now to the third hole. It's a par 3. What are we looking at, Frank?
Well, really, just keep your eyes away from that bunker on the right. That sort of snags many a golf ball.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Superb shot.
It's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Par yesterday. Out for birdie. So, Frank, what do you think of the start so far?
Rock solid. Very impressed.
Frank, as a commentator, as a fan of the game, 3 words that I love in golf. Drivable par 4. Here we go.
Yeah, some might say risk reward. Just look at that bunker on the left at the front of the green, because that's a great place to miss if you're not going to drive this green. Either that or just over the back right. But a par 4, that's definitely worth taking the head cover off.
It's nice to roll in a 25-footer now. I mean, those feel good. But still, there's nothing like hitting that perfect tee ball. Long and straight.
Yeah, you can puff out your chest, last to play, the advantage, holes shorter. Basically, the list goes on.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now on to the 5th, and Frank, a pretty challenging par 4.
Yeah, gentle dogleg to the left. There's a short bunker on the right. That's not really in play. You can just see that one on the left. Ideally, just want to hit something around 330 yards to this very difficult green. Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my eye.
And it looks like Rory Mcllroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
That is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. Wraps up the 3rd round. Just one more to go before we crown our champion.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm looking at my crystal ball, Rich, but that champion that we see tomorrow might be the one just sitting at the leaderboard on top of that right now.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the 2nd leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Deutsche Bank Championship. Frank, after a couple of par 4s where you just sort of let it go with the driver, different strategy here at the 15th?
Yeah, you don't want to get carried away here. This is one where just a nice smooth swing, get that ball in the fairway. And that second shot, you've got to carry that false front.
That's in the fairway. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. Good swing, good shot yet again. Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Birdie putt coming up. Hit a par on this hole yesterday. Sinks the putt for birdie. Frank, I don't think they've come up yet with EA Sports Bass Fishing Challenge, and this wouldn't be the time to do it, would it? 16th hole.
We might see a few people fishing for their golf ball, though. Big mound in the middle of this green. You don't have to go directly at the flag when it's on the left. You can use that mound to kick the ball around.
See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Oh, he's gonna love it.
How far was that? That was miles away.
Frank, the 17th here at TPC Boston underwent quite a radical change.
Yeah, that renovation and that redesign that they did, it changed the character of the hole, but they still kept that big mound in the middle of the green. So that second shot is still punishing if you misjudge it.
And nervously, they want to think about playing it safe down the right side, but if you're trying to make up some ground, you could try to fly the church trees that divide the fairway into two sections, and that would give you a nice short wedge in.
Yeah, give you a short wedge in, but really the risk, is it worth it?
Down, little Sheba, down! Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck? Rich, that just adds insult to injury to the rest of the field. Another birdie, and the gap even wider.
A sensational performance. Frank, the 18th here at TPC Boston. This is one of the most exciting finishing holes in golf.
It was changed a couple of years ago, and it's such a better hole now. Two little bunkers right in front of you, 270 yards. But if you want to like a litmus test, that one on the right, Bubba Watson can carry that.
Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design.
There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
And a chance for Eagle after that perfectly played shot to win the Deutsche Bank Championship. Well, maybe lifted right there, just sort of peaked. Made par yesterday, this one for birdie. Down it, that's a birdie. Just a fantastic week of golf. Add that one to the win count.
A lot of great quality players out there, and to come on top of that leaderboard is truly a great accomplishment.